Hello everyone! I'm so sorry it's been so long since I've done a video. I really apologize. I've just been so busy with so many different things. We went for a road trip, a 10-day road trip across Canada, and then I came back and I started a new course. It's just been madness. But anyways, I'm back. I'm not giving up on this video stuff for sure. I like doing it. I just didn't have any time. I really apologize. And so I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a video on something that I've been really learning about myself, and I think in general about people, but particularly about, I feel, ADHD, INFJ individuals, basically me. So first of all, we're perfectionists, right? So I get it, like we want everything to be perfect. So, when we start something, we're like, if we're not perfect at it right away, whatever it might be, if we're writing a book or we're starting a crochet project or we're starting to skateboard, which are all things I'm doing. If I'm not perfect right away, in the past, I would have been like, I would have tried it once or twice. I would have been terrible at it. Because as a beginner, you're already always terrible at things. That's just the way it is. It's not anything that you need to be worried about. Even people with talent, even people who you think are naturally gifted at things, it still takes them a time to become an expert or to become talent, if you want to call it. And a lot of times what you think is talent is actually just hard work. It's actually time put it into the craft, right? If you think that Michael Jordan was naturally talented, perhaps yes, he had kinesthetic sense and he was good at sports, and his body was made for it, but also he had to put in thousands of hours into his craft in order to become the legend that he is. And this doesn't apply just to sports, it applies to everything that you can possibly think of. The writers you love, they didn't just become writers just like that by spitting words onto a paper. They drafted and redrafted and edited and drafted again and blah, blah, blah. So, I think we forget that when we see all these people who we love or admire on stage or on TV or things like that, and we look at them and we're like, wow, they're so brilliant. Oh my God, I'm never going to get there if we want to become like them with music or dance or whatever it might be. And perhaps you're never going to get there. Yeah. You're never going to put in 10, 15,000 hours into a craft because you're not going to care as much as these people did. So that's okay. But you can still do it imperfectly. And that's what I'm realizing for myself is that, when I look at the legends in writing, maybe or probably I will not be as good of a writer as Stephen King would be, or Dick Francis, my favorite author, one of my favorites. Or J.K. Rowling, or whoever it might be, I don't admire her character or the way she talks about trans people, but I do admire her writing. And so I will not probably be like them, but I can still keep writing my imperfect writing, right? And that is the essence of what is the hardest thing for us. We would rather quit 1,000 things, start them and quit, than keep on going imperfectly. If we see ourselves doing things imperfectly, and we know other people can see us doing things imperfectly, particularly as well, we just don't want that to happen. We want to give up right away. We're like, no, I don't think so. I can't do it. I'm not made for this. I'm not good at it. Maybe this is not meant to be. Let me try something else. And then we'll go on to that next thing, and we'll try that for a couple of times, and then we'll realize we're not good at that either, and then we'll quit. And then so this pattern of quitting keeps on happening, and then makes us hate ourselves. And so for the longest time when I was in my teens and 20s, I noticed this pattern with me. I would try something. I'd start Aikido, the martial arts. I always wanted to do that. And I started it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm really bad at this. And I quit. I wish I'd stuck with it. I started rollerblading, and oh my God, I'm really bad at it. I wish I'd stuck with it, but I quit. There's 100 examples from my 20s that I wish I had kept on going with, but I didn't. I just quit because I was bad at it. I was imperfect at it from the get-go. Of course I was imperfect at it. How am I not going to be bad at something that I've never tried before? Am I dumb? But there's this thing inside of us that, if we're not perfect right away, we're not going to try it, we're not going to do it, we're not going to even attempt it, we're not going to stick with it. And so what I've started doing now, and what has really helped me, of course, first of all, is getting out of this perfectionist mindset. Even these videos that I'm doing for you all, they're not perfect. They're actually the most terrible videos, audio-wise maybe it's okay, but video-wise, quality-wise, editing-wise, I don't do any of that stuff. These are bad videos. They're just vlogs, really. Literally me spitting words onto the video. Spilling or even vomiting word vomiting. But But I do them because I know this is the way that works for me. And so I keep on going with it, right? And that's what I tell people as well. It's like, do what works for you. If this works for you, then just do it that way. At least you're doing it that way. At least you're actually getting your stuff out there, rather than being like, well, I'm going to do it one day when it's perfect. When will that one day when it's perfect arrive? Never. Never. It won't arrive. It will never be perfect, and it'll never be enough for you, and you'll never put it out there. And then 20 years later, you're going to be sitting, like I am sitting here, thinking, oh, I wish I had kept on rollerblading, or I wish I had kept on with the Aikido martial arts lessons. I wish I'd done this and that, So now what I'm doing is that all of these things that I've wanted to do for the longest time, I have like a list of 10 items that I wish I'd stuck with, and I kept on going with it. These items I've put on a list, and I've picked 3, and I was like, I'm going to do these 3 for the next year. I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to do them every single day or every week, once a week, whatever it is. I'll build a cadence, and I'm going to do it for 1 year. I'm going to stick with it for a year. That's it. I'm not going to worry about what happens after the year. Let's talk about it when it happens. But for the year, I'm just going to stick with it. I'm going to keep on going with it. And those 3 items for this year are crocheting, crochet knitting, writing, and skateboarding. And skateboarding is a really new one for me because I've never done it before. And I am really bad at it. Balance-wise, I'm okay, but when it comes to speed, I freak out and I stop, and then I'm so afraid of falling as well. All of the things that are normal in skateboarding, but like something that I've been wanting to do forever. I wanted to start skateboarding when I was a teenager, never got a chance, was too afraid then, and I didn't want to start in my 20s. I wish I had, as I said. So finally I'm doing it. It doesn't matter if I don't want to be an expert at it. I just want to be able to get from point A to point B with it. So that's what I'm doing for the year. That's it. I'm not thinking about what's going to happen. Am I going to be great at it? What are people going to think? This, that, nothing. I'm imperfect at it. I'm crap at it. I tell myself it's okay to be crap at it. It's okay to be bad at it. It's okay to be bad at it. But I'm going to stick with it for a year. And then I'm going to see. Like, at that point, probably I'll be good enough at it that I'll really enjoy it and keep on going with it on my own. If not, if I don't like it, I'm like, this is not for me. Then I'll go on to the next 3 items that are on my list. I think those items are basketball, Aikido, and Spanish. And then so I'll go on to those items and I'll bring that into my life and I'll do it for a year. Now, of course, as I said, things might change, you might change, your interest might change, you might keep on going, I might keep on going with skateboarding, and then I might not do basketball or whatever. You can adjust. But this is the idea that I want to share with you, is that you just stick with it for a year. A year is not that long of a time if you think about it. Because if you've been postponing things for 20 years, as I have, for me, a year seems like, well, whatever, like I could do it for a year. I've not done it for 20 years. I'd like to do it for a year. So a year doesn't seem like a really long time to me, at least at this point in time. So do it for a year. It's only 365 days, only 52 weeks. If you're going to do it once a week, it's not a lot of times. It's not a lot of work. And basically just an hour of it every week if you're doing it for once a week. You're doing it for an hour to a week. That's it. That's not a lot of time. You can figure out that amount of time in your schedule for it. And you don't have to do 3 things in a year as I'm doing. You could just choose one and do it. Just go for it. But go for it. Don't postpone it anymore. Don't be like, oh, but like when I'm here and that happens, then I'll do it. No, man, do it right now. Women, men, do it. And binaries, please do it right now. Like right now is the only moment that you have. Start now. Especially if it's something that's been in your head for just grating over you. I wish I'd done that. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. But you haven't done it for the longest time. Do it now. Like, I'm giving you permission if you needed it. I'm telling you it's the right time to do it if you need that sign from the universe. This is the time. Whatever that one thing is in your head or 2 things is in your head that's just been constantly added. You're just thinking about it. You've been thinking about it for years now, for decades. It is time for you to start now. Imperfectly, terribly, horribly, just do it. Just start, and you'll notice that actually in 2, 3, 4 weeks, you'll start becoming very good enough at it that you're like, ooh, I'm not as bad as I imagine, right? Like, it's basically just putting time into the activity. And so I hope that you'll take this as a sign, as an indication, as a permission slip to start with whatever you are interested in doing, and to keep going with it for 1 year at least. Just 1 year. That's it. Just 52 weeks. Nothing, no big deal. You can do it. Anyways, again, I'm sorry about the big gap in videos. And again, I hope to see you the next time around. Thank you for being on my channel. I really appreciate all of you. Have an amazing autumn or September, wherever you are, and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.